All right, here we go. We're almost in. Okay. Sunday, June 23rd, letter from Nora Tucker. Dear future Wolf Creek residents, it's super early in the morning, but I can't sleep anymore. I think this whole inmate thing is about to end. I know everybody keeps saying that, but it feels real this time. After we finished writing our letter last night, Elodie and Lizzie went home, and I waited for everyone to go to bed. I'm sneakier than Owen, so I got all the way out to the trooper on the street, gave him the letter and our article, and snuck back in without getting caught. The trooper didn't rat me out to Mom either. I gave him a super quick summary, and then he looked at the article and looked back at me and sent me inside. But I could see him in the street lights from my window when I went back upstairs. He was on his phone, and I'm hoping that means he told somebody, and they thought it was important enough to check out. It's pretty quiet outside now. I looked out the window. The trooper from last night is gone. I'll let you know if anything happens. Your friend from the past, Nora Tucker. Sunday, June 23rd. Text messages between Nora, Lizzie, and Elodie. Nora, hey team. Elodie, hey. Lizzie, hey, what's up? Nora, not much. Lizzie, you left your recorder thing here last night. Lizzie, shoot. I'll pick it up later, okay? Nora, okay. Elodie, did you deliver that letter? Nora, yup. Haven't heard anything, though. It's super quiet right now. Elodie, here too. Lizzie, here too. Make sure you record anything if anything good happens. Nora, I will. Sunday, June 23rd, recorded on Lizzie's Whisper Flash Z190 at Nora's house, 7:25 a.m. Lizzie left her recorder at my house, so I decided to record this phone call in case that it was something good. I thought it would be Dad, but it was Aunt Sandy. Mom, hi Sandy. No, we're all home except Bill. How come? Whoa, okay. When? Wow. Okay, yep. Love you too. Nora, what's up? Mom, Uncle Tommy texted a few minutes ago and told her the searchers just found fresh footprints. Seems like they might finally have them. Nora, where? Mom, the woods near the school. Nora, whoa, did they say why they decided to start looking there again? Mom, another lead that came in overnight, I guess. Nora, yes, we were right. Mom, about what? Nora, nothing, just Uncle Tommy's out on the search now. Mom, yeah, Aunt Sandy says she'll call when there's news. Nora, can we turn on the police scanner? Owen's not up yet. Mom, okay. Scanner lady, Unit 531, please stand by. Mom, God, I hope Tommy's okay out there. Scanner lady, all units be advised the subjects are moving eastward toward Trudeau Road. Units along the perimeter stand by. Nora, where's Uncle Tommy? Mom, I don't know. Nora, is he near Trudeau Road? Mom, I don't know, Nora. Shh. Scanner lady, captain's calling for radio silence. Scanner lady, all units be advised. Shots fired in the woods near the intersection of Route 72 and Homer Trumbull Road. Stand by. Mom, oh no. Nora, who got shot? Mom, hopefully no one, but Nora, why aren't they saying anything else? How come? Mom, shh. Scanner lady, Captain Moore, please contact command. Wolf Creek Fire Dispatch, an ambulance is needed at the intersection of Route 72 and Homer Trumbull for a subject with a gunshot wound to the torso. Mom, oh Lord. Me, what subject? Mom, why won't they say who? Mom, that's not how it works, Nora. Nora, what if it's Uncle Tommy? Mom, shh, it's not. Nora, how do you know? Mom, because if it were one of the searchers, there's a different radio call for that. Officer down. Me, oh, so does that mean they shot one of the inmates? Mom, I don't know, maybe, probably. Scanner lady, all units, please observe radio silence. Nora, what does that mean? Mom, it means, I don't know, they don't want chatter, maybe. Nora, does that it mean something went wrong? Why aren't they saying anything? Mom, Nora, please. Scanner lady, all units stand by. Nora, Mom, what if? Mom, shh. Scanner lady, all units be advised the first subject is deceased, second subject is in custody. Sunday, June 23rd, letter from Nora Tucker. Dear future Wolf Creek residents, it's over. I held my breath while I was listening to the scanner. Mom did too. She let it all out in a big whoosh when they said the second suspect was in custody. About an hour later, Dad called and gave us the whole story. The police found the inmates hiding in a tree stand in the woods as the sun was coming up. But there were only 2 officers there, so they had to call for backup. While they did that, the inmates jumped down and ran for it. The police chased them, and one ended up surrendering. They shot the other one and killed him. So it's over. Dad's waiting at work because the governor is coming for another big news conference. Lizzie and I are going, and nobody's worried about us walking there because there are no bad guys in the woods anymore. It's really over. Owen cheered when Mom told him. He made up a Good Guys Rule song and was dancing around the kitchen table, and it felt so good to see him happy and not scared that I danced with him. He sang, they got him, and we high-fived and cheered some more. Mom was standing by the fridge just looking at us, and when I saw the expression on her face, all tired and sad, I stopped. Somebody got killed. Somebody got killed. I know it was an inmate who had escaped. I know he had done awful things aside from that. But probably he had people who loved him anyway, who kept hoping for him. And now he was gone, and we were cheering. I told Owen to stop. He got all quiet and then looked up at Mom and whispered, I'm glad. Does that make me a bad guy too? Because I can't help it. I'm not sad. I'm glad. Mom hugged Owen. She told him it was okay to feel relieved when you've been scared for a long time. That made me feel a little better too. You can think whatever you want about me, but try to keep in mind that you haven't been living through all this like we have. You haven't been staying awake in your room every night, looking out into the dark and wondering where the inmates were and if they were going to break through your window. You haven't been checking under your little brother's bed every night or watching your uncle go to work in his uniform, worried that some inmate hiding behind a shed might take a shot at him. You haven't gone 2 weeks without seeing your dad because everybody decided that what happened was his fault. You haven't seen the circles under his eyes when he does come home and the worry that maybe they're right. And yeah, I know that 2 weeks isn't really all that long, but it sure felt like a long time. You can think whatever you want, but you're not here, so you don't really understand. Your friend from the past, Nora Tucker. Sunday, June 23rd, news conference recorded on Lizzie's Whisper Flash Z190, 11 a.m. Governor Ramos. Good morning. As you know by now, the search for the two prisoners who escaped from the Wolf Creek Correctional Facility 2 weeks ago has come to an end. I'd like to thank all the officers who put themselves in harm's way to keep our community safe. I'm going to turn the podium over to State Police Captain Mason now. He'll brief you on how the situation was resolved early this morning. Captain Mason. At approximately 5:30 this morning, Trooper Rebecca Fairley and Trooper Jason Boyer were in the woods near Wolf Creek Middle School checking on a tip from a community member when they became aware that two individuals were taking shelter in a tree stand near the edge of the woods. Following procedure, the officers called for backup. While additional cars were en route to the scene, the two individuals were observed jumping from the tree stand and fleeing. Our officers gave chase and caught up to the men in an area with dense brush. Trooper Boyer reported that one of the individuals raised what appeared to be a shotgun, and at that point our officer discharged his weapon, shooting John Smith in the torso. He was pronounced dead at the scene of the incident. The second escapee, James Young, surrendered at that time and has been taken into custody. At this point, we'll take your questions. Nora, I guess my dad's not talking at this one. Lizzie, probably because none of today's stuff happened at the prison. Nora, maybe. I still think he'd say he's glad it's over and thank his officers. Elizabeth Carter Wood, were there witnesses to the shooting? Captain Mason, only Trooper Boyer and Fairley. The backup units had not arrived at that time. Elizabeth Carter Wood, will there be an investigation into the use of deadly force? Captain Mason, of course, but at this time we have no reason to believe that force was inappropriate. Trooper Boyer was staring down a shotgun. All indications are that he acted to protect his life and the life of his partner. New York Times guy, can you comment on the internal investigation at the prison? Captain Mason, I'll let the governor address that. Governor Ramos, that investigation continues. We take prison security and protocol seriously, and it does appear that there were breaches in this situation. Beyond that, all I can say is that we plan to hold a news conference in Albany on Monday with an update. New York Times guy, will that update include changes at the prison? Governor Ramos, that is a very likely scenario. Local reporter, can you tell us what about the tip that led to today's break? Wasn't that area searched before? Captain Mason, it was, and you may recall that the initial search failed to produce evidence that the inmates had been in the area. However, there were a number of tracks from what we believed at the time to be a cow that had broken through a fence at a nearby farm. The tip we received suggested that perhaps those tracks had been doctored, and we did indeed find that to be the case. Local reporter. Doctored? How? Captain Mason. Evidence was collected from the tree stand, including what appears to be a homemade shoe attachment that would cause a man's footprint to resemble that of a cow. Local reporters. So they had cow shoes? Captain Mason. It would appear that way, yes. Elizabeth Carter Wood. Is James Young talking to the police? Captain Mason. He is cooperating, but we don't have information on the results of his interview. I should add that Miss Wadsworth, the prison employee arrested for aiding the inmates in the escape, has also provided investigators with useful information. Elizabeth Carter Wood. One last question. I heard there's a thank you celebration being held to honor law enforcement. Captain Mason. We're not in charge of that, but yes, we hear community members are organizing some kind of gathering tomorrow, but we don't have further details. Our work continues, and we need to get back to it. Thank you. Lizzie's reflections. It's finally over, so there you go, future Wolf Creek people. The end.